Hello everyone, Attack Power here with Game 2 between myself and stardekk in the semifinals of the Kingdom of Steel tournament. Let's dive right in here to Slutsk. And on the left, in the red, we have stardekk playing 84th Strelki on Maverick income. And on the right, in the blue, is myself playing 20th Panzer on balanced income. So, in this match, stardekk chose Slutsk and 84 Strelki. Really, I did not have a lot of super duper strong long range divisions left. 20th, it's very solid, but not super dominating at long range. And I definitely would not think of it as a really strong counter to 84th on this map by any stretch. But it was really the best choice I had in terms of like a division that could manage 84th on this map. Hopping into stardekk's division here, 84 Strelki, a very strong division, A tier. Maybe just missing the cusp of S tier. It really doesn't have any significant weaknesses whatsoever. It just has all the tools you could possibly want. Your recon tab is lots of snipers, which is always great. Your infantry tab is a really solid mix of some of the best Soviet infantry, including Sapry Roks, Strafniki, and Gvardia DP to work with. So you have tons of just great infantry all the way across the board. Your tank tab is limited, but pretty flexible in what it has. It has a card of T-34s and then IS-2s and the 1944 variants on top of it all. So very solid. Not incredible again, but very, very good. Your support tab is phenomenal with a mix of OB-25s. You get KV-8Ss, which are flame KV-1s or KV-85s. I don't know, whatever. And ISU-152s, of course, what I still think is one of the most ridiculous units in this game. I don't think it should have been buffed as much as it was. Your AT tab also got a buff recently, so it has ZIS-2s and stuff now, so it's now very solid as well. It also gets Panzer, which is abnormal. Your A tab is pretty great with 37 mils and 85 mils. Your RD tab has some really strong off map in the 203s. You also get Katyushas and the usual 76s and other things like that. And your air tab is actually really good because your IL-2s come with AT guns on them, which can be very, very, very useful. On the other side here, 20th Panzer, a division I really much enjoy. It's a very, very well-rounded division. It doesn't really have a ton of weaknesses either, although it definitely has some spots that it is lacking, the first being the recon tab. You don't get a lot of slots. Your options are okay, but not anything phenomenal. You get Panzer 3s, which is always nice. Your infantry tab is a pretty good mix. It's different than a lot of other Panzer divisions because you actually have some cheap infantry. Your tanks is basically all Panzer 4s and one IS-2. Your support tab is phenomenal with lots of Panzer support guns and guerrillas. Your AT tab is also phenomenal, having a PaK 43 in it, and martyrs and all the other good stuff. A is great with a Flak 43. Your RD tab is really good. You get Werframens, and your air tab is lacking with poor fighters, but some Ju-87s and stuff. So the game has already started here. We see an early Tu-2F coming in. I have a pretty defensive deployment here down south, and also a pretty defensive deployment for just basically all defensive. I'm sending a couple units forward to probe here, see if I can grab some cheeky flags there. But otherwise, yeah, I do have an early Flak 43 to stop this sort of recon thing. But of course, I didn't want to unload the recon all the way back here and wait for like the entire game for it to get forward. So I didn't. And I mean, he knows where I'm going, but it's not the end of the world. And he actually deployed pretty defensively as well. Really didn't make any heavy pushes anywhere. These 50 mil mortars can be very, very strong. And if you guys enjoy this content, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Steel Division 2 content, and consider checking out that Patreon down below to really support the channel out. Thanks a bunch. You can see he's pretty weak here in the center. Like, if I had really committed to this center push a little bit more, I probably would have done a lot better exploiting this weakness, but I didn't. ZIS-2 gets a nice little line of sight here on my Panzer 3. I don't notice soon enough. It lands the first hit and gets a gun jam immediately. Lovely, lovely. And down the Panzer 3 goes. So an early loss there, not a good start for me. Flak 43 is now deployed. He sees it immediately and pulls his Tu-2F out of the fire there. Here comes the IL-2 though, with its bombs here, and it does have the AT gun as well. Tu-2F is forced off. The Ostrupin is pretty well spotted though, and here comes the bombing strike. It's a nice hit on there. Flak 43 trying to do what it does and force that IL-2 off. Flak 43s are phenomenal. It's just a great AA piece. One of the stronger AA pieces in the game. It's better than the Flak 36 because it has a much higher rate of fire. That's the difference. He brings in another Tu-2F now. And swings the IL-2 around to get some kills with the IL-2 immediately. So now I'm bringing in the Flak. to try to prevent this and lock down this upper area here. Already gets the kill in the Panzer IV. And then I realized too late what his new plan is. And he is now going after my flak gun here. I'm managing something down south, make sure this mortar can get in. I'm unloading, and of course it lands a hit and kills my only remaining AA in A phase. I only have the 2 flak 43s, so now I have no AA for the north, and he is totally free to do whatever he wants with these planes up here. So total disaster for me here. I am able to force off this IL-2 with the flak. It's not going to do enough to kill it, though. It's way too far away. And now T-34 is pushing forward with all my armor killed here. BF-109 coming to try to shoot down this Tu-2F because this is a serious issue. Of course, it's being dumb, and that's going to be really tough because the Tu-2F, I believe, has very good resilience. And the BF-109 just doesn't do a lot of damage. Panzer III goes down to the KV-8S. So really losses all around here. Nothing going that well for me. BF-109 trying to get on the back of this Tu-2F. T-34 just pushed right up here. Making no movement down south. Again, I've lost a lot of units here. I've lost one Panzer III here. Panzer IV support. This loss of this flak was really the big issue here. BF-109 finally getting some shots on target here. Nothing huge, but still a hit. He's bringing a 37 mil to scare that off. 81 mortar going after the ZIS-2, but it's already run away. BF-109 finally getting in the back of this Tu-2F in a good way and finally shoots it down, but unfortunately does have a second one. But one is out, so step in the right direction. The IL-2s are dangerous no matter what, but they're truly dangerous with the recon because they can keep line of sight and get their shots on target, which is really devastating. Panzer IV coming in to try to deal with this T-34. Do try strafing on this sniper, but unfortunately the 37 mil is now deployed. BF-109 smoking, doesn't look like it's going to get out of there. But it does. Hoorah! Off you go. But he is damaged, so it'll be a while till that comes in. Stardekk now on the 13-11. Things pretty quiet down south, and I'm happy for it to stay that way. Armor is rolling in, though, to try to capitalize on his pretty far push here. He doesn't actually have anything heavy. So, you know, my lighter units should be able to handle this stuff without too much trouble. But he's going to place his T-34 in a really nice position here that just requires me to get up really close to it, which is obviously not where I want to be fighting this. Gudila coming in, though, to clear out some of these support weapons I do see here. Currently, all eyes appear to be up north. KV-8S pressuring my infantry here a little bit. Panzer IV coming in to cover off this hill. Here comes the Gudila slowly dragging in. 50 mil mortar going for my Panzer IV here, which is covering all of this area off. The ZIS-2 did die. But I don't see this 50 mil hitting my tank, which is not good. Because while this will take a while, it definitely will kill it. Tu-2F has returned, along with its buddy, the IL-2. Remember, if you're going to do this, you need to make sure you turn off the bombs. Otherwise, the plane will just bomb the target. It won't use the AT guns. I still have 4 minutes remaining, basically, of no AA, which is obviously quite bad. I'm just trying to get my BF-109 in the back of something. Problem is, if I head on the IL-2, it will probably kill me. Get a radiator damage to the Tu-2F, but that's not good enough. The IL-2 in on its target will easily kill off that Gudila with its light armor. So another armor piece down. He's trying to swing around to get my other armor here. He's not able to get on a one clean run. BF-109 trying to get on the back of it. Now he's moving that IL-2 to keep it alive. I'm trying not to accidentally head on this IL-2, although I probably could have. It's not as heavily armed as I thought it was. This is not like the one with the 20 mils and stuff. But now the IL-2 is getting lined up with all my light armor here on the hill. BF-109's trying. Does actually get the crit, which causes a fallback, but now the IL-2 gets itself back together. Panzer IV does take out the OB-25, so a nice kill there for sure. Definitely needed that. Panzer IV did take a hit from, I think, the T-34 or this 45 mil, probably the 45 mil. It's definitely hurt though. Trying to get this IL-2. BF-109 just doesn't have the damage. Is getting a smoke out of the IL-2, but it's not good enough. It's getting in. Takes out my Panzer IV. Swings around in time to get the other Panzer III a hit. 37 mil, just out of position to really stop my BF-109. So my BF-109 is getting lots of attempts at this. Looks like this time it'll finally get on it. But it's going to be flying right over the 37 mil. Oh, finally a kill. T-34 goes down to my Panzer III and stuff, so that's definitely good. The 45 mil is still going to be an issue, though. And now there's a ZIS-2, and that's a big problem. BF-109 does go down. It's not an expensive loss, but it's still a loss. I did vet these once, which is definitely helping their survivability a bit and making them kill a little bit better. ZIS-2, though, finding my Panzer IV, hits its first shot, kills that Panzer IV. Big bummer there. 1410 currently for stardekk. Still no movement down south or anything. He's got a lot. Basically, everything's going into this north center section. And here comes that second IL-2. These guys reload really fast. Ju-87 coming in for that KV-8S. I was hoping it was far down enough that the 37 mil couldn't get me. He's on the run with his KV-8S, and unfortunately the 37 mil, despite doesn't look like it should have line of sight, it does. And my Ju-87 retreats over top of the 37 mil, which means it will likely die. It's already smoking. And now he has a Yak-1B coming in. Only 30 seconds left before I can get some AA. I do have another BF-109 now. This one's smoking again. IL-2 took out... No, it didn't take out anything yet. Lose another BF-109. I only have this one left. Trying to get this on the back of something. Switch over to the Yak-1B. Do get a little strafe, but that's not going to do much. There's no Tu-2F around, so my armor is at least hidden for the time being, except for this sniper seeing this Gorilla and stuff. Decide to retreat my BF-109 since it's really all I got left. Now we're into B phase. Here comes my Flak 43. BF-109 is pretty fast, so I should be able to get away. Should have really just unloaded this flak. I don't know what I was waiting for. Not a great choice. Ulster been trying to hold off these Sapri. A big push coming. Flak unloads, but way too late. Gorilla goes down. And my Panzer III. So yeah, just all kinds of mistake there. Flak 43, though, is going to claim revenge with this thing flying directly over it. I will have it. So the IL-2s are finally dead. He only has 2. So no more of that, but the damage has been pretty severely done. You know, that... how many points was that? 250 points of planes. Killed, I don't know, 7, I think, armored pieces. I mean, that's pretty devastating. 2 Gorillas, the Panzer 3M, the Panzer 3 over here, the Panzer 4 got damaged. 2 Panzer support guns. The flak. Yeah, not great. Not great, to be sure. And now we're in the Maverick time. 50 mil mortar did manage to kill off my Panzer IV here. Now it's going after my Panzer III. These are really devastating. I really hadn't noticed because I was putting a lot of effort up north. I'm not even 100% sure how he's seeing this. The sniper, I guess? In the church tower? Yeah, he's putting a lot of forces down south. I don't really have the points there, but I do have some reinforcements coming in as I sense this buildup occurring. 81 real mortar now responding because I can't stand these 50 mils, and you gotta kill them. You cannot win any infantry fight as long as these 50 mils are alive. You will lose every single one without fail. I do take out one, but unfortunately their burst has happened, and my Panzergren is forced out of the building and out in the open. It will get wiped out. Trying to make some moves back here. There's a ZIS-2, though, unfortunately. My Panzer IV, not going to be able to do much against that. I just don't see it. Avto's running to my Ognimed Cheeky. My Flammenwerfers, I mean, excuse me. Wrong country. Sapperty Rocks, so I don't really have a response to these. There's nothing in my deck that can really counter these at all. Really have to find a fight with them at range. All Superin coming in. Should have unloaded them sooner. Didn't. Gonna do what I complain about all the time and lose my troops in the transports. Ay, 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 attack power, you noob. You freaking noob. Yeah, that was quite bad. This goes down to the DP. Ouch. Panzer 3's coming in. Panzer 4 finding that KV. I was microing this stuff up north here. He now burst this bubble. Now it's a 16-8. It's pretty disastrous, all things considered. No, I'm going to lose another DP. No. Oh, you horrible player. Oh, barf. Oh, my God. Oh, jeez. Attack power not on his best game. That is for sure. FK going after some of the infantry on the hill. That's why I posted this over here. He's doing all right. Mortar looking for some damage as well. Whole lot of reinforcements coming, trying to get back on this here. JU-87 looking for that T-34, but unfortunately here he's already got the 37 mil in position. JU-87 is going to fail in his mission. Strafniki getting in this building. Mortar's going to hit that immediately. JU-87 goes down. Flak 43 forces off the Aquam-B. Not that it's a huge issue. Zitsu on this corner of the hill. Very common to see this little positioning here. It really actually stops a lot of play from the opponent. Panzer 3 is in position to at least push off these Sapperty Rocks. Pioneer SVTs unloaded. Panzergren unloaded as well, but unfortunately the Gavardi DP in a nice heavy cover position. It's going to be hard to force it out. Mortar just hitting here. I thought there was more stuff. Well, I guess I redirected this Gavardi DP so my infantry could be a little safer. Up north, I have managed to recapture this flag and this one, so it brought me back to a 14-10, bringing it just to a single tick. Gotta hold on, but the early trades have not gone very well. And I'm already down a fair number of tickets. So I have my work cut out for me, that's for sure. Avtone's fighting my Panzergren. Pioneer Fear reveals himself, so he's going to get hit by the T-34. Panzergren going down here. KV-8S picking on my Panzergrens. Their armor is 95 millimeters, and I left my APCR on so that I could consistently pen it. There's one getting ammo explosion, which is a pretty lucky break there. Killing off that KV-8S. I'm hoping the Panzer 3s can kind of clear off this hill a little bit. ISU-152 now in, though. And it will just delete my ZIS-3. FK-288, technically. So that is unfortunate. TU-2F immediately forced off from the flak. Panzer IV coming in. That can deal with the ISU-152. It's got to get closer because this thing has 125 millimeters of armor. And one-shots everything. And barely misses despite the fact its accuracy implies it should miss a lot. Cough, cough. I hate this unit so much. I think it's total crap. Hello, hi. There it is. What just died? I'm not sure. This Ostrupen probably. Poor Ostrupen. What did you do to deserve this? Getting commanded by a poor commander like me. Panzer 3's right on the edge of the hill here. Hold stuff off. Pioneer SVT heading into the woods. The issue is, again, I really can't deal with these Sapperty Rocks. The Pioneer units just don't match up well against them. AT rifle. I'm apparently suffering from hill depression there. Hill pression. He did a nice little cheeky play here. Drove a Panzerschreck up here. Found my 81 mortar and killed it with the Panzerschreck. That was a sad face, to say the least. ISU-152 looking to block off the reinforcement route. Will take out this infantry. Happens to kill this one in the transport. Unfortunate break for me. This one dies in the transport to the Panzer here that was still alive. Flak 43 now finds that, but again, a lot of losses here. Just a lot of really bad mistakes. Pack 43 manages to sneak up on this ISU 152, shoots and misses its first shot. Shoots and does land the second shot. And it should be able to take this out momentarily, I would hope. It's kind of the whole point of this thing. Hiya! Oh, the ISU 152 gets a shot off and actually misses. Hoorah. So that is now cleared of that ISU 152, but still 15-9. Double tick is still burning through me. IS-2 here on the hill now. Flak 43 getting hit. Not much I can do about it, so I'm just trying to attack, move away, but, you know, now I'm running. Panzer 4 sneaking out to hit that ISU 152. Gets the nice side shot there. Pretty excited about that. Is ISU 152 now on the run. But there's another ISU 152 right here. Moving my Panzer 4 forward to try to dodge the doom. Currently 16-8 for stardekk. Also, we're moving forward to make sure I keep hold of this flag over here. Martyr 1 moving in now. I'm hoping this thing can get some good shots on the IS-2, perhaps on the side with its APCR or something. Panzer 3 looking to cover a little bit. Help out. Not getting any shots, though. Unfortunate. Panzergun's all pinned down. These Sapper-Dogs are just really good. They're one of the few actually good hybrid infantry. As in, they actually do well at multiple things. ISU-152 nails a transport at near max range. Gotta love it. Very impressive. And then wipes out an infantry unit. These units should not have been buffed so significantly. They are too good for 115 points. But I'll just keep saying it forever. Till somebody who can do something about it hears me. Zitsu now finding my Martyr 1 here. Sadness. Pack 43, though, going to try to help the cause. I'm just aggressively moving this out now to try to block out this area. But it's still 16-8. We're finally about to hit C phase. Panzer 4 does a nice job getting a pen on the T-34 here. Actually takes that out. And then gets double picked from the Su-76 and the T-34. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Panzer 3 really has no chance of killing this ISU-152. I guess I just didn't see this happening. And now my poor Pioneer Fear. No chance. Panzer 3 trying to come up to save the day. Panzer 3 gets a hit on the Su-76. Su-76 responds as hits. Actually bounces and goes down, but my Panzer 3 goes down. 45 mil. Fires. Gets a penetration. 45 mil goes down to the Panzer 3. Now there's another IS-2, though. Pioneer SVT clear out the Avtos. Pack 43 is basically holding this entire side for me right now. But it's still 16-8 with me pushed out of the town here. And off of the central hill. Double Martyr 1 coming in to try to find a flank on this IS-2. Now the Strafniki hitting my Panzer 3, and it's suffering from hill pressure again. So it's going to just eventually die to these AT rifles. Frustration. Alfclair in the church tower here ends up shooting at the Zis-2 and gets killed for its efforts. It tried. It really did. Panzer 3 tried to hit the side shot on the ISU-152 and dies instantly for its troubles. Panzer 4 finds infantry on the hill. BF-109 trying to take out that Yak-1B. The 37 mil going to punish that badly. Punish it severely. Oh, and down the BF-109 goes. It did get a weapon, Jan. Credit to it, but it was not enough. Fortunately, this Panzergren, no AT weapon, so it couldn't go after that. Anyway, now these Sapri Rocks are going to just eat it alive. Now, at this range, I don't think the Flamer can fire. I thought it was going to shoot. That's why I hopped out and hopped back in. Panzergren actually doing some pretty good damage at close range, but it's not going to be enough. Martyr 1 stopping that Sapri Rocks from moving any further forward. But, yeah, this is a total disaster. We're now in the C phase. I'm bringing the boy to Stalin. Maybe to kill these ISU-152s and clear this area out a little bit. Maybe I'll be able to get back into the town if I'm able to do that. Pack 43 has done a good job of clearing out this open area. Here comes the IS-2, though. Do take out the 37 mil, so that's cool, but there's another one here. So it's not like I've cleared the air or anything. Trying to fight back up. 4 minutes left here. Got to do something. Trying to reestablish a defensive line here before my IS-2 gets there and can start clearing out some of these units. 45 mil, looking for some transport snipes. Doesn't get them yet. Making an aggressive push forward here because my Pack 43 has really kind of cleared everything out. So I should be able to get back into this point. Infantry getting shish kebabbed by this ISU 152. And my push is successful. Get to this flag here. Panzergren's opening up. So definitely good news there. Still 15-9, but progress is being made. Dude died from the ISU 152 here. Can't miss, won't miss. You know it. You know how it is. Martyr 1 goes down. Instantly the IS-2. Can't miss, won't miss. You know it. Units with 30% accuracy? 35. Sorry, 35%. Pack 43 versus the IS-2. You would think this is a good matchup. It really is not, actually. At this range, the Pack 43 is actually going to only have 30% penetration chance. Just about, give or take. Somewhere in that ballpark. Pack 43 gets a nice hit on these Su-76s to try to force them out. They are on the run now. Winter Stalin has arrived, but Stardekk has immediately hidden basically every unit. He's going to try to go after the Beutelstahlen with the ISU-152. Should be a tough fight, but he's quite close. Actually, there's no AP on this thing, so technically the Stalin should be very safe. I think Stardekk realized that as well. Sapperty Rock's trying to get in. Panzergren, the only thing here to stop it. Reinforcements coming in. Pack 43 versus IS-2. I mean, I can't really go anywhere, so I'm basically committed to this fight. I'm going to fire essentially 2 shots for every one of his. Panzergrens didn't shoot at the Sapperty Rocks, which was kind of weird. Now they're going to get wiped out. Pack 43 bouncing again. Now the sniper's in range, too. That's a big issue. It's going to basically double the speed of suppression. Do finally get a penetration of that IS-2, and if the sniper hadn't been there, I probably would have been able to kill that IS-2. But unfortunately, with the presence of the sniper, Pack 43 goes down. I have only about a minute left here, and I don't really see a way back in this for me. I mean, it's just getting absolutely creamed. Yeah, there were a lot of mistakes this game. This was a very poorly played game by me. Watching it again is actually really quite painful because this was a god-awful game. That cheeky kill of the Flak 43 at the beginning of the game actually was probably already that was it. I ended up losing 300 to 400 points of light armor, or just armor in general, to the IL-2s. And you can't, when you're playing balanced versus Maverick, you can't be down 300 or 400 points in A phase. It's just not feasible to still be in the game when you lose that many points that early. You're already down 400 points to start, you know, in the situation. So when that happens, and on top of it all, there's just no chance anymore. And I throw in the towel with 30 seconds left. Of course, the game is very much over. Yeah, 3,090 to 1,440 kills. It wasn't really even a game, and this match was a really, really bad match for me overall. Yeah, just nothing went right. Most of my plays were really poor. I made a lot of mistakes, and yeah, that's going to happen, you know? Some matches just don't go very well. So it's unfortunate I will not be in the finals. Best of luck to Stardekk versus Luna. Very tough matchup there. Make sure to tune in for those. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. Thanks a bunch, and have a fantastic day.